Sup guys, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you a super easy recipe. I'm going to be showing you how to make a one-pan roasted lemon chicken and potatoes. If you're a big fan of lemon and garlic, you will love this recipe, and the cleanup afterward is bada bing, bada boom, and you're done. It's nice to have a dinner like this to just throw together when you don't feel like cooking, and the flavors in this are just amazing. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and then you're going to want to work on the chicken. Now I have just a regular 4-pound chicken. It's like 3.5, 4-pound chicken. I went ahead and washed it, and then I patted it dry with some paper towels. You want to make sure it's nice and dry, that way it can roast nice and evenly. The next thing you want to do is chop up some potatoes in large cubes. Now I'm using red skin potatoes. You can use any kind of potato you want. You want to make sure that you're cutting your potatoes proportion to how long you're going to have them in the oven. So if your chicken's going to take an hour to cook, then you may want to make your potatoes a little bit larger. If your chicken is smaller and it doesn't take as much time to cook, then make your potatoes a little bit smaller. Now the next thing you're going to need to do is chop up some onion. Now I just go ahead and chop both of my onions into 8s, and then we can go ahead and add that right into our bowl with the potatoes. And over that, we're going to drizzle a ton of olive oil. Don't be shy. And we're also going to season it with some salt and pepper. Then I also have some dried oregano, some dried thyme, some garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. And you go ahead and give it a nice toss together. All right, that looks perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and just add our onions and potatoes all around the outside of the chicken in our roasting pan. Oh, it already smells amazing. I just kind of even it out a little bit. And now for the chicken, to season that, I'm just gonna take a little bit of olive oil, drizzle that on there, and just kind of rub it all over the skin. Get it nice and evenly coated. So now before I season it with any herbs and spices, I want to drizzle over some lemon juice, and this is freshly squeezed lemon juice. You don't want to put your herbs and spices on first and then pour the lemon juice over it, otherwise it's going to just wash off all your seasonings and then they won't bake onto the chicken. So make sure you're using freshly squeezed lemon juice because the bottled stuff is not the same thing. Okay, now you can go ahead and season up your chicken with some salt and pepper. And then I take some oregano and sprinkle it all over the outside of the chicken. I make sure I coat it pretty heavily. Now I'm gonna hit it with a dusting of paprika. This gives the chicken a nice flavor as well as a really pretty color. Now we're gonna throw over some garlic. This is a ton of garlic, and I realize that if you guys don't wanna use this much garlic, that's fine, but I'm telling you, it is so delicious. Just use this much garlic. You won't regret it. The garlic will turn into this sweet, caramelized, delicious, buttery stuff that's just, it makes the whole dish so stinking good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle that all over. A little bit on the chicken. And now that we have that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and just place a few lemon slices here and there. So now all we have to do is throw this in a 375-degree oven for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Like I said, it depends on how big or small your chicken is, but I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes per pound of chicken, and then check on it and make sure that your internal temperature is 165 degrees or higher. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. So here is the beautiful final product. The smells in here are just intoxicatingly amazing. And you can clearly see how moist that chicken is. It's just so juicy, it's insane. I got a little bit of potato and a little bit of chicken. Chicken. Oh goodness gracious sakes. It's so lemony and it's so stinking good. I don't know if you can see how tender this potato is, but it's super tender. I gotta eat this and hurry up because we're actually on our way out to a meeting. So if you're wondering why I look different, that's why. If you guys do want to recreate this recipe, just look below in the description box. I'll have all the recipe measurements. All the recipe measurements along with the written instructions. And if you did like this video, don't forget to smack that like button and also turn on the post notification bells so that you get notified every single time I upload a video. And as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
But you know I never will. No, so I choke you.